Wagwan, everybody. I am your Jamaican queen, Miss Y. You are tuned into How I See It TV, and this is Why Caught Alive. So I caught Dr. Heavenly and Quad's live Instagram watch along of the season 11 premiere episode of Married to Medicine. Now, I'm not going to discuss the entire watch along that they did. I'm going to talk about a few parts of the live that stood out to me. One part Sweetie had a response for. So I'm gonna let y'all hear what Heavenly and Quad had to say, and also what some of their fans who were allowed to join the live had to say, and then we're gonna read Sweetie's response.
People.
You're not there yet. You're not to the Wicknick yet.
Oh, we went ahead. Okay, Patty King is in the building. What's up, baby?
Hey, how you doing, Dr. Heavenly? Hey, Quad.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm enjoying this show so far. So, you want to hear my thoughts?
Yeah,
Of
go ahead.
course, you're in on the group, baby.
Yeah,
You into the chat.
Say, Heavenly, I think they got you edited as, you told Simone she need to apologize. You've been so cool towards Quad, which the fans of the show, they're backing Quad. So I feel like they got you edited in a good way right now. And I think that you're right about Sweet Tea, because right now you're edited to be strong and she's edited to be a weak link.
No, that's who she is. That's who she is. That's not an edit.
That's
so
who
that's
she
why
is
I feel
as well.
so bad. Right.
So if you rip into her, it makes you look like a bully. So it is true that you should back off from her. But other than that, you took up a quiet. You were a good friend. They got you edited right now in a good way.
But you put me in a compromising position because you don't go up and talk to my man. Leave the men out of this. You know what I'm saying? She's just stupid enough to walk up to my man. That's going to piss me off. Y'all know this. So my whole thing is y'all saying I'm a bully out to leave this little girl alone, but this little girl be coming for it. And when she get it, she can't take it. That's my problem with it. That's why I don't want to touch her. I don't want to talk to her. I just want to leave her where she is because she's not ready to be up here yet. She's not.
I agree with you because it makes you look like a bully because you're so strong and they edit her to look weak. So if you say something to her, it makes you look bad.
That's who she is. It's not an edit. That's who she is. For real. No, I'm serious. It is. She's weak.
Now, for me, last season of Married to Medicine solidified that Dr. Heavenly is not a good person, in my opinion. Because how I see it, y'all, she invited Sweet Tea, who could be her daughter, to join a reality show, right? And yes, Sweetie didn't have to accept the invitation, but she did because she looked at how it could benefit her and it could benefit her family in terms of marketing a brand. And heavily invited Sweetie to join the cast of Married to Medicine under the guise that she actually liked the girl. And because at the time, they were all mad at Quad, and Quad was about to lose her job on the show. And then when Heavenly and Quad got back to being in a good place, what did Heavenly do? She started to dog Letitia out on social media on those messy Mondays that she did with Carlos and also on those watch-alongs that they did during last season. Now, Heavenly feels like Sweetie doesn't fit in on the cast and that she's not ready for reality TV because what? Because Heavenly is used to her cast members, mainly Quad, groveling. And she's used to the other women not saying anything to her or saying anything about her social media antics. But Sweetie is a millennial. Social media is our space. And we millennials, we don't care about how many letters you have before or after your name. Respect is earned. And also, Heavenly is a hypocrite because she's saying Sweet Tea is not edited to be weak. That's who Sweet Tea actually is. Well, then, Heavenly, for the last 10 seasons of Married to Medicine, the last 10 seasons that you've been on, I guess the show isn't editing you to look like a nasty, vile, mean-spirited bully. I guess that's actually who you are. Because that is how you present on the show, and that's how you present on social media, in my opinion. Because, y'all, Dr. Heavenly is a black woman dentist with a women empowerment conference called FemFest. So she's out here preaching women power, but she sits on Messy Mondays with Carlos King last season of Married to Medicine, and she drags Sweetie talking about body shaming, talking about disclosing private medical information that was never disclosed while Sweetie filmed last season. We're talking about dragging this woman and her fertility issues. But y'all don't want to start from the beginning. Heavenly doesn't want to start from the beginning. So Heavenly is the host of FemFest. That's her platform, a women empowerment platform. But yet she sat on her IG platform on Sunday night and called another black woman weak because that woman isn't going to bow down and allow Heavenly to just say whatever and then call it jokes. And Heavenly is also hypocritical because no one can speak on Damon or call out Damon or speak to Damon. But Heavenly, she can speak on everyone else's husbands and everyone else's relationships. But ma'am, that is not how life works. You can't walk around being a negative Nancy, saying someone's marriage is going to fail, saying people, don't love their spouses. You can sit on your YouTube as someone's friend like you did to Contessa and answer questions, telling strangers that Scott is emotionally abusing Contessa, and then think that's okay, and then say in 2024 that it pisses you off that Sweet Tea would go have a conversation with Damon in a public setting just to clear the air and just to show him that, listen, your wife is not a good person. Heavenly, you are not a good person, in my opinion. And so I am very, very happy that Sweetie chose to respond to Heavenly calling her weak in the way that she did. And Sweetie posted this statement to her Instagram on Monday following Heavenly and Quad's Instagram live. So I'm gonna read it for y'all and then y'all can tell me what you think. So it says, a reminder, sis, they say you're weak, but they don't know you. You are a force to be reckoned with. Signing up for the Air Force straight out of high school, that takes courage. You were strong enough to take on a challenge that would push you to your limits, and you came out on top. Weak is another black woman laughing while you were being disrespected by a black man who would make nasty comments about your reproductive health. Weak are those who align themselves with another woman's divisive bad behavior and stupid rules of engagement and fake women empowerment. Sis, you're strong because you are better than that. You're a warrior, a truth teller, and a force for good, a true advocate. You are strong, you are courageous, and you are worthy of respect. Signed, Letitia Sweetie Lunsford. How I see it, y'all, that was a great response from Letitia, and I hope that Sweetie plays it just like this the entire season. Let them other women be nasty on social media, just like they were nasty last season. And all Letitia has to do is just provide truth. I watched her YouTube episode on Sunday. It was great. So that's all you gotta do, sweetie, is provide truth and let them other people give nasty comments. Dr. Heavenly loves talking to her fans who don't have an understanding of how she manipulates and lies, in my opinion. Because there's no way that these Dentist the Menace fans truly watched how last season played out on social media and would still feel like Sweetie and Dr. G are the ones in the wrong. Heavenly started with Sweetie during filming of season 10, the minute she found out that Quad was going to be filming. However, Heavenly and Sweetie, they got to a better place after filming for season 10 ended. But the minute the house tours dropped on Bravo's YouTube channel, Heavenly started going in on Letitia. Now, all Sweetie said on Twitter was that Heavenly was ghetto for the comments she made on the stage at the Met Gala event about Toya. And let's keep it 100. It was ghetto for Heavenly to blast Toya in the way that she did at the Met Gala. Okay, Toya didn't pay the $1,000 like everybody else did. There was a time and place to have said that. That wasn't okay. And that's what Sweetie was pointing out. And then Sweetie added that Heavenly's, deplorable behavior is why she is not respected in the medical community. And because of those statements, Heavenly took that and decided that instead of responding to Sweet Tea, she was going to drag Dr. G in a response that was filled with blatant lies. And y'all, I don't think that Sweetie lied when she said that Heavenly is not respected within the medical community, because I went to the Better Business Bureau website. I went and I read the Yelp reviews, and there are countless amounts of negative reviews. One former patient from 18 months ago left a 1-star review, child, saying that her experience was horrible, how she paid so much money to get an implant on her front tooth and it looked ridiculous, so she had to go to another dentist to get it fixed. And she showed the before and after pictures, and the before picture definitely looked ridiculous. And I'm reading another Yelp review for Smiles by Dr. Heavenly from one of her alleged patients. And the person writes in their review, went to have an extraction procedure done. Not shortly after I had the procedure done, I felt a sharp piece of something that was sticking out of my gums. Went to another dentist only to find out there was a root remaining from the extraction. Now, if this is true and this person had to go to another dentist, I don't see that dentist respecting that kind of work. And when you go over to the Better Business Bureau and you look at the complaints for Smiles by Dr. Heavenly, there are so many complaints from, I guess, patients or alleged patients who feel like they were defrauded in some way, shape, or form. Now, I'm just saying, this is what the complaints say on the Better Business Bureau. And y'all don't have to take my word for it. Go over there, read the Yelp reviews, go read the Better Business Bureau complaints. Yes, she has celebrity clients, but there are a lot of regular Joes who are spending their hard-earned money because Heavenly doesn't take, regular insurance. So majority of it people are paying out of pocket. And so there are regular Joes who are paying Smiles by Dr. Heavenly out of pocket who are not singing her praises. People who've spent thousands of dollars to get work done, who have ended up, in their own words, reading these Yelp reviews and reading these Better Business Bureau complaints, they've had to go to other dentists to get work that Heavenly did fixed. Okay? So listen to what else Heavenly had to say during this watch along live with Quad. And then I'm going to come back for more commentary.
The girl don't know where her line is. You don't come up and talk to my man. You don't do that. You see what I'm saying? And that's when she get all the smoke. You don't do that, girl. Who the you think you is to walk up to me? Who do you think your mama is to walk up to me? That's where the disrespect come. And then when I come in, I'm a bully. I did all this. No, you come for that smoke and you can get it, but you can't handle it. And your man act like he don't see shit until it's him. That's all I'm gonna say about it. I'm gonna let it go. Bring it back. Don't come in there talking to my man. Cause this Jesus. Bring it
Okay.
back. I don't want
Yeah.
my man in no shit. That's all I'm saying. And to me, from what we know about Dr. G, he don't know what to say. He don't know what to say. Based on the things that have happened and transpired, I don't want my man in no stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I agree. I
But he
agree.
act like he didn't see none of that. I'm talking about all the stuff that happened at the reunion. He knew that girl mama came up to me. He didn't say nothing about it. He had to have known that girl was tweeting me. He didn't say nothing about it till I tagged that ass just like I do. And now he upset. Oh, I can't see your patience. And I'm so mad. Come on. Y'all don't play me like that. Don't do me like that. And I got respect for your ex-husband too. But I'm just saying, don't do me like that, y'all.
so
And y'all, this is what I mean by Heavenly is full of BS and she is very hypocritical. Because one, first lie, Heavenly knows good and god darn well that Sweetie did not tweet her. When Sweetie called her tacky and ghetto in how she made that announcement about Toya at the Met Gala, Sweetie did not tag her. It was one of Heavenly's fans who tagged Dr. Heavenly in Sweetie's post, and then Heavenly proceeded to respond in the way that she did, dragging Dr. G in it. So, how can you sit on Instagram and say, I don't want my man in mess, and Sweetie doesn't know her line? But you can drag Cecil in mess. Remember how she used to sit on her YouTube and call Cecil all kinds of broke? Knowing good and god darn well that man was a realtor and he was making his own money. Remember how she used to sit and drag Eugene and talk about Eugene's and Toya's marriage. And I already pointed out how she came for Contessa as Contessa's friend, sat on her YouTube, and when asked if she believes that Scott is abusive, Heavenly said, yeah, I think that he is emotionally abusive. So she can drag everybody else's husbands in mess. But the line should stop when it comes to Damon. That makes no sense. The math is not mathing on that. So, as I said, Heavenly is a hypocrite because no one should step to Damon, but she can blatantly lie on someone else's husband. Sweetie needs to know that a line exists that she should not cross when it comes to Dr. Heavenly's husband. But Heavenly was willing to cross boundaries by saying that Dr. G is a Pedialyte. Then Heavenly is going to say that Dr. G is wrong for telling Damon that he couldn't see his patients anymore. When what Heavenly did on Twitter to Dr. G was slander and it was defamatory. And Damon told Heavenly to get off YouTube after that entire Twitter debacle. But instead, what she did was she took her nasty behavior and her nasty words over there to Patreon. And Heavenly states in this IG watch along that Damon told production that he wasn't going to give them the text message that Dr. G sent him. But here goes Heavenly on Instagram revealing what the text message says. She got no respect for her husband, but she wants other people to respect him. And to make it seem as if Dr. G, from a professional standpoint, wasn't well within his rights to notify Damon that he was making the decision to no longer accept referrals, to make that seem like that was just so out of the norm, is why I continue to say I don't understand how people are fans of Dr. Heavenly, because Dr. Heavenly knows that there is an implied covenant of good faith and fair dealings when it comes to Dr. Damon and Dr. G being in business with each other. So in the context of a psychiatrist relationship with a pain specialist, the covenant would imply that both parties would act honestly and with integrity. They would avoid taking unfair advantage of each other. They would cooperate and communicate in a reasonable and timely manner. And they would also refrain from engaging in conduct that would undermine their relationship, their professional relationship, or harm each other's interests. So by Heavenly falsely accusing this psychiatrist of being a Pedialyte and all the other things that she said in that tweet, she helped to breach that implied covenant. So to protect his interest, while he's probably thinking, and I'm talking about Dr. G probably was thinking in this moment, he might have to take legal actions because Heavenly is a representative of her husband, whether she wants to believe that or not. So when you are putting out slanderous and defamatory statements about a psychiatrist who's working closely with your husband, now you've put both of them in a compromising position when it comes to their professional relationship. How can they work closely together when you're out here saying disparaging things? So to sit on Instagram and act as if, oh, Dr. G was just being petty, informing Damon that he probably will no longer be able to see his clients, that's not okay. You got to give the people context. There are legal reasons for him making the decision that he made. And obviously, maybe it was because of that text message why Heavenly was forced to go and do a YouTube live retracting her statement. And she said it in the YouTube live that the reason she came for Dr. G is because she feels like Sweetie has nothing to lose. Ma'am, Sweetie is a whole federal government employee with federal clearance to do her job. She has a lot to lose, a lot more to lose than the people on that cast who work for themselves. And Heavenly, truth be told, some of the things that you said about that young lady on your YouTube and on your Instagram, there are some ethical stuff that should be in question because you were her dentist at one point in time, but you're not telling the people that while you're on YouTube dragging her reproductive health. And that's how I see it. Please jump down in the comment section below and let me know how you see things too. Please remember to like this video, share the link to my channel if you feel like the content needs some more crowd. Subscribe if you have not done so as yet. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, now called X, at How I See It, and on TikTok at How I See It TV. Until my next video, I will catch y'all in these YouTube streets. So walk good. Bye.